Is Catherine, Princess of Wales, defying one of the golden rules that was laid bare while, of course, our wonderful monarch of 70 years, Queen Elizabeth II, remained on the throne? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. And as ever, nice to have your company today. It's often great to share these particular stories with you because, once again, it's one of those that's in a headline that's basically claiming that the Princess of Wales, Catherine, of course, is defying orders, that sort of thing. And it's ridiculous, isn't it, when you think? All of this stemmed from the fact that in that documentary, let's not forget, with Harry and Meghan on Netflix, she claimed that she didn't feel when she hugged Catherine that they were particularly that friendly, you know. She was a natural hugger. Apparently the royal family are not. And then, of course, guess what? Loads of pictures of Catherine popped up across the media hugging different people. But this is how these particular stories start. It's very similar with Harry and Meghan, how they wanted to interact with the younger crowd, you know, the social media brigade, pushing forward their narrative to make sure that they're connectable. And this was allowing people, if you remember, to take pictures with them. Even Meghan at the time, when she went on one of those very infrequent walkabouts, meeting the actual crowd, dared to sign her own autograph. And then there was those signed bananas. Do you remember that ridiculous thing that she did? I mean, the only thing bananas there, of course, we'll just leave it. But you know what I mean? Nuts, wasn't it, when you think? But now, of course, they're trying to sort of say that Catherine, once again, has defied royal protocol in this particular story. Now, the sort of reasoning behind this is simply this, that Catherine recently, on various walkabouts, has been allowing pictures, selfies to take place alongside her and members of the public. So what's the true story? Is she really defying a sort of law set down, you know, a sort of rule, if you like, by our late and wonderful monarch, and indeed King Charles? Well, let me explain this. What the bottom line is this. Both William and Catherine realise that we live in a digital social media age. Obviously, our late and wonderful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, didn't really understand that necessarily. She understood people wishing to take pictures. But even as way back as the 70s, she was perplexed when people started coming out with home cine cameras. Good they did, though, because then we had some of this wonderful footage of her on various tours around the world. But back to Catherine and William. Why do they allow social media posts? Why do they allow the public, or indeed pose with the public? Well, it's not about popularity, but Catherine and William understand at just 40 years old plus that they know, you know, this is what the public do in this particular moment. Everything's filmed, everything's documented. And also it's an added pressure, you know, because when they do go out and about meeting the public, they know that every single sentence, every single word could be recorded. So more importantly, they see the other side of it as, well, it shows just how genuine, caring and happy to meet so many of the people that have come out, you know, for them. As they've said, it's just great that people, do come out and want to meet them. So next time you see Catherine, William, Sophie, or indeed perhaps King Charles, but not Princess Anne. Not a fan of selfies, let me tell you. But if you do see senior members of the British monarchy, it's not a new rule broken. It's just simply they're moving with the times. And whatever the tabloids, particularly over the US media, are trying to spin, Catherine has always been very friendly, open and engaging. But now more than ever, thanks possibly to their own success on the social media sites of YouTube, Instagram and Twitter, etc., they know that this is a great way of getting their message out there, connecting with the public, and more importantly, letting the public see what good works they're doing. So once again, that story, we have to say, is totally debunked. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.